I'm not skating around the specifics. I mean, I know what I did, and I think a lot of times it comes down to the specifics. You know what I mean? Not just, oh, I wronged her. No, I met a girl on Tinder, brought her over overnight. I sold pills literally out of her driveway.
Doing illegal activity in her home.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
All of that. And she was supporting you and enabling you indirectly without her knowledge. And when she found out, she likely felt betrayed and violated. And after everything I'm doing for you, free place to stay, whoop-de-whoop, helping you out, and you still kick me right in the fucking teeth. Got it?
Yeah.
That's it.
She gave me so many chances. I mean, you're absolutely right about things like that are a lot worse than, just drinking or drugging, So I get why she hasn't forgiven me for that. I wish that she would, but.
God, man, it's like I always forget stuff. And as you talk, things keep coming back, man. It was like I went to my aunt and uncle who they took me in because I was homeless. I was down here in Texas. I was on the doctor shopping circuit and I kept getting in trouble. My parents didn't want any place to stay. And my aunt and uncle in Michigan were like, bring him up here to Michigan. We'll help him get a job. We got a factory right up the street. It's a walk-in, this handshake deal to let you work, pay you weekly. He'll be out of that environment within 2 weeks, man, of being in Michigan, a different state. I was banging fucking heroin with their son, my cousin, who was younger than me, who I was supposed to go there to be an example of like the person making the transition, and then me and him started doing drugs. Now he was already into shit when I got, it wasn't like I was like started him on the path. Think about it, man. They're bringing me in, got a place to stay, a free thing, and absolute betrayal of trust. Man, we do a lot of damage, and some of it ripples out way more than we remember.
Yeah, I like to focus on the bad stuff equally as the good stuff, because for me, early on in my recovery, you get on that pink cloud and, everything's going your way. Everything's happening. And that's how it happens a lot of the times, and that's great. But if you're not prepped, if you're not ready, and something bad happens, I see a lot of guys on a daily basis go out. Now, there's guys that are able to handle it and use their tools, and that's great, but that's a big deal breaker for a lot of people. Like, okay, I got a job, I got my license, I got some new clothes, and then I go to make amends to my ex-girlfriend, and she told me to fuck off. Well, fuck this, I'm out,
I'm done with the steps. Fuck these amends. Yeah. Fuck this whole process. It doesn't apply to me. I did what they told me, and it didn't work out how I had thought it was going to. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's life on life's terms. Man. I love that saying because I just like repeating it about what it says in the big book, that it's not a way to deal with not using. It's a way to live your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to be a fucking integral part of society.
For sure, man. People have to trust you, man. If you're not responsible and can be responsible and accountable for your actions and build trust and meaningful relationships, you're pretty much out of there, man, because we got a lot of obstacles that come up anyway, more so than other people.
Right.
So what about like your mom, in that you were talking to her? I'm sure she's asking you questions like, hey, what's your plan? What are you doing? How much longer are you going to be doing that? Or give me, how did that dialogue go? Any of that happen?
I don't know. I think I'm gaining her trust back. I know as far as our relationship, it's pretty good. It's in a good place. I mean, we still have our arguments here and there, but overall it's good. She's proud of me. I mean, she wants me to succeed. She's just kind of my cheerleader, She tries not to get too involved. You got to keep in mind, Kyle, that all these doctors were like, oh, he can come live with you. He can come live with you. Like, they just assumed that my mom would put her life on hold to take care of me. Now, I wasn't necessarily fully disabled, but they straight up told me, they said, you can't be alone for at least a month. You were bedridden for 20 days. You had to learn how to walk again. You can't be by yourself. And so it really took a toll on her with all these doctors saying, oh, yeah, you can do that. It's fine. You can do that. It's fine. And she had to put everything she had going on hold. She was in Houston for about 3 weeks with me at my apartment. And she left and went back to Kansas City. And I was good for maybe 2-3 weeks. Once I ran out of pain meds, I just started fucking balls to the wall, man. I hit it hard. So yeah, I don't know if she fully trusts me.
It's not that she doesn't trust you. She's talking about the nature of addiction itself, right? Like
Right. Yeah.
the mental. She understands addiction. You said it's in the family. It's not like she can do anything to save you. You have to strengthen your conscious contact with the Creator. You have to prioritize your health and wellness. You have to care for your life more than anything and seek recovery with the desperation of a drowning man, period. Right? She can't do anything. She can support you and help ensure a pathway to empowerment. You take one step, I'm here with you every step of the way, but I ain't gonna just be crashing with you and get emotionally traumatized again, man.
So like she understands that, she can support me and, be a mom, but she knows that if you want to recover, you got to do it for yourself.
You know how many mothers don't know that? It usually takes a series of events to get to that point where the mother literally takes their hand off the steering wheel, man. And it's like, from what I've heard, it's like one of the most painful things ever to do that, but it's actually a much higher form of love to surrender that control or that support or whatever it is to God, because they can't do it and they have to show some self-love for themselves. And you see a lot of that in relationships. It's not just parents, it's loved ones, love partners. That if you never have experienced it before, you definitely would think that your love can help solve the problem, Right. I had an ex-girlfriend that we stayed together for a few years off and on. I went through 3 or 4 rehabs to where if she just loved me enough and supported me enough, the addiction would go away, the mental obsession would be lifted. But it wasn't really until I fully did it for myself. There were times when I went to rehab because she said, if you don't go to rehab and get healed, we're not going to have sex anymore. Or I'm breaking up with you if you don't do it, right? So I was like, damn, man, this is like the only thing I got kind of going in my life. I want to make sure I keep this. And hell, my parents are paying for rehab. I'll go to rehab for 30 days. She'd show up and see me with flowers and fucking cards and get well soon and the balloons we love. Well, all the balloons and everything go away about the 3rd or 4th rehab you go to. Nobody gives a shit at that point.